What's up, everybody? It's your boy NugzB, episode 23 for the record. You already know I got my boy J Money up in here. You know we keeping it magical, we keeping it funky. I got a couple things to share with you all today. On music and movie history on this day in 2002, Mick Jagger of the Rolling Stones is knighted by Queen Elizabeth II. So I feel like I always talk about the Rolling Stones. I feel like we always talk about them, but I'm cool with that, you know?
How can you not?
You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's like a bad thing. You know, I don't feel like that's a bad thing if we're talking about something, honestly.
I mean, it's just as good if Adam Levine has to say he has moves like Jagger. You know what I'm saying?
Very true, my friend. Very valid point. And on this day in 2003, Bring Me to Life, the debut single from Evanescence, hits number 1 in the UK and stays for 4 weeks. The song peaks at number 5 in America.
Beautiful voice, bro.
Beautiful.
One of my favorite bands.
2003, bro. I mean, I love female vocalists, man. I love bands that have female vocalists on them. I really like them. I don't know why. I've just always been very driven towards them, you know?
And she's one of them that paved the way.
She's great, bro. Phenomenal.
Love it.
Phenomenal.
Oh, Amy Lee.
Oh, yeah. And last but not least, on this day in 1967, the Beatles record All You Need Is Love. All you need is love. Dude, I love the Beatles. So great. I was actually just talking to some people at work earlier about the Beatles rock band and how I used to murder on it. And I loved it so much, and I want to get Rock Band. And I actually went to GameStop and talked to them. And their company, you know, the company who made Rock Band, they don't make it anymore. No, it's discontinued. Oh, wow. Like, it's done for. They made Guitar Hero 5 and Rock Band 5, I think, and that's it. You can only find them like flea markets. You can't even go to GameStop and get stuff no more. I looked on the internet and everything, man. Couldn't find anything. It was crazy. And I really like, you know, Guitar Hero. I was really fond of it. But anyways,
really fun.
Oh yeah, dude, great, phenomenal. I literally, man, for the longest time I played on Expert. I didn't even use 4 fingers. I only used 3 fingers, bro. And I was playing on Expert. Literally, I wouldn't even use my pinky.
It took me a while to get used to my pinky. I
Dude,
won't lie. But after I did, like, bro, I was slaying.
Crazy, bro.
My brother would play Expert on the drums. I'd play guitar.
Yeah,
and we just
drums were legit too. I loved playing those. All right, so I have always wondered why, whenever you drink, you know, a grape pop, why does your poo come out green? You know, I've never known why this is a real thing.
Obviously, until we discussed it earlier today.
We talked about it today. I talked about it last night on the podcast Facebook. Actually, I was wondering. There's a little hair on this. A little fuzzy got up my nose whenever I was talking to it, man. It tickled. But anyways, so I thought it was my nose ring moving or something. I was like, what's going on here? But anyway, so what I was saying is last night I had some great pop and I took a poop and I looked at it and then I posted on the Facebook podcast page. I saw. You know, and I wanted to know the truth about this, dilemma, I guess you would call it,
I was
this
wrong.
event. Yeah, I
thought it was more like
I was wrong
trying to get rid of like
infection
just a virus
or something, or something like that.
Just a minor virus, nothing big.
But a fact of the day about your poop is food may be moving through your large intestines too quickly, such as due to diarrhea. As a result, bile doesn't have time to break down completely. Green leafy vegetables, green food coloring, such as in flavored drink mixes or ice pops, iron supplements. A lack of bile in stool, and it is a lack of bile in stool is why it does. And bile is a bitter greenish brown alkaline fluid that aids digestion and is secreted by the liver and stored in the gallbladder. So, if you didn't know that about your poo, now you know about your poo.
You know.
You know about your poo. So that's an important thing to know. You know, I feel like, my mom always told me, make sure you look at your poo because, you got to look at it to make sure that you're not sick. Something could be wrong with you, and you can tell by your poo. If you have regular, people say that you're healthy if you have regular stool. Like if you're not having diarrhea all the time and stuff, you just have regular soft poops, Right. They say you're typically healthy if that's the case. You're in good shape.
You're not straining all the time.
Next fact of the day is also about poo. Corn is especially common culprit for undigested food and stool. This is because corn has an outer shell of a compound called cellulose. Your body doesn't contain enzymes that specifically break down cellulose. However, your body can break down the food components that are inside corn.
So that's
like
why you get the shell. It just looks whole. It's just
if you don't
poo.
chew your corn enough, and it doesn't, and your body can't break down the outer shell, so you got to break it down for your body, and then it can break down the components that are on the inside.
I'm pretty sure I chew it down enough.
Man, I think
sure
the same thing, but I eat really fast, so I don't know. I don't know if that's the case.
No,
you know?
I chew peanuts, bro.
Yeah, that's another thing about peanuts. It's kind of a very similar thing. Like it's because of the shell. That's why.
Right.
Like we can't break it down. Our bodies aren't built to break it down. It's crazy. And the last fact of the day that I got for you all is almost every modern piano has 52 white keys and 36 black keys for a total of 88 keys. 7 octaves plus A minor third from A0 to C8. Many older pianos only have 85 keys, 7 octaves. Some piano manufacturers extend the range further in one or both directions. So I thought that was a pretty cool fact I found, scooting around on the old interwebs.
They get arthritis that way too.
Yeah. So this is our first podcast filming on the webcam that we got. And I want to try something new because we just launched our website as of yesterday. So you guys got to go check that out. www.togetherftr.com. And you can go purchase merch there. You can go watch the episodes. There's a section called Knowledge where it'll just pretty much be blog, like a blog post about different things, that, need to be, learned throughout people and stuff. So
and if you have insight, you can jot it down too.
Yeah, exactly.
We want to hear your comments as well.
Absolutely. There's a comment section on the knowledge thing. So any facts of the day or, any things you want to add to it, 100% post them and we'll let it go through and, we'll just keep adding to the blog, man, letting you guys, say what you want to say as well. Super psyched about the website. I'm about to show it to you guys actually. Once again, this is a kind of a trial and error. I'm just now trying to figure out the software I'm using with this webcam and such, and the video software I'm using, and I'm trying to figure different things out. So I'm gonna try to scoot on over and let you guys see the website actually on this screen. So let's hope I can do this right. Let's see what we got. There we go, baby. So as you guys can see, this is togetherftr.com. You can follow us on Twitter right here, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. You can go follow us on all that. And then you can come down and you can go to the knowledge, like I said, the merch, episodes, sponsors, music, so on and so forth. And then we got our intro video right here. Pretty dope. Just a little thing I threw together with a little song I put together and stuff. Then we got the quote. Super awesome quote, I thought. And then our bio is here. You can go read about us. And then you can go down here and you can shop with us. You can hit the merch. And, we got a couple of different things on there. A couple of different designs and such. You guys can go pick up some merch. Support the podcast and the music and all that good stuff, Pick different colors.
That's supposed to happen. Joggers in
we got the joggers on there. We got the beanies. Anything that you guys want merch-wise, like backpacks or anything like that, all you got to do is just hit us up, and I can design it. No big deal. Super self-explanatory how we got it laid out. You can look at the different colors, add to cart, buy it now, so on and so forth. We got all the merch there. Like I said, the knowledge. You can go down here and leave comments. A couple different tips on there that, I'm going to try to keep posting all the time. There's the leave the comment. But I'll let you guys check it out. I just wanted to flip over to that and, kind of see what you guys were feeling about it. Really appreciate everybody's, feedback so far. And we want to hear everybody's feedback who can, just kind of go check it out and see, if they're digging it or not. And if they would come back to it to, show us a little bit of love. But I just want to show you guys that and make sure it was going to flow well on this new software I'm using. So back to us now. So we're back, baby. You already know. And the next thing we're going to go into is we're trying to get 2,000 likes on Facebook.
Let's go,
So,
baby.
I mean, we just need all the help we can get, If you guys can make sure to share the page whenever you see the videos coming out.
I mean, we're already halfway there.
We're halfway there. We got like 1,100 maybe or something like that. I'm not totally sure exactly how many there is. Excuse me. But we got that going, so we're trying to reach 2,000 likes. And once again, we're trying to get a lot of, different traffic going onto our website. We haven't had our first, order yet. We haven't had our first customer. We just dropped it not even 48 hours ago, so I didn't expect people to jump right on. But whoever our first customer is, we'll definitely be contacting you, thanking you personally, just because we really appreciate everybody and stuff, and give you guys a shout out on the website and, whatever. So we'll, whenever you guys, whoever becomes the first customer or whatever, it'll come through on our side, and we'll definitely give you big props because we really appreciate everybody for what they've done for us and stuff, man.
Definitely.
And this website's, it's definitely a big step in the right direction, I feel like,
It was fun putting it together.
It was great, man. It took us a minute.
It did.
Took a lot of time. Spent a lot of hours making it. It was a lot of fun, though. And now that we're done, I'm just pumped to add stuff to it.
Excited,
and
especially since we already have somebody already.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even us.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I ain't had time to buy me anything yet.
Yeah, I
That's saying
definitely
something.
can't wait for our first customer. I'm really excited. It's just I'm very
garbage.
eager and
I'm
anxious.
garbage, bro. Like, what kind of host am I if I can't pay for my own crap? I can't.
I know, right? It's crazy.
I'm supporting this right here.
But like I said, I'm really pumped about the website. You guys definitely gotta go check it out. TogetherFTR.com. Share it on your Facebook or your Twitter or Instagram. You can go follow us on Twitter and Instagram at TogetherFTR as well. And you can also go on YouTube and check our YouTube channel out at Together FTR. So go check us out, give us some love. Do the follow thing, the subscribe, all that good stuff, and drop some comments on us, baby. We're trying to have you guys throw out some topics for us to debate about, and stuff like that, because I feel like that's a lot of fun. Throwing different ideas around the table. Right. Definitely a lot of fun for me. But let's go ahead and get into this, my dude. So
Do this.
first thing, one of the topics we want to talk about today is nature versus nurture. And I feel like the best, examples to use in that case is like, maybe like a criminal or like maybe a homosexual or, something that...
Because it could go either way.
Because it could go either way. You could really... I don't know, like I said, I feel like those are the best two examples. And what I mean by that, for those of you who don't know what nature versus nurture is, some people believe that with nature... it pretty much means like you were going to be a bad person from the beginning, or you were going to be gay from you were born gay, or you were born a bad person or whatever, And nurture is pretty much like you're a product of your environment to an extent. Maybe you've watched a lot of TV and it, manipulated your path of life, or maybe you were around people who influenced you to be a criminal and or be gay or whatever. Like I said, I just always use those two examples because I feel like they're just the easiest to catch on to and for people to, really understand the difference between the two. And personally, me, excuse me, I would personally have to say that I feel like it's a little bit of both. I don't really necessarily think that, everybody is born gay, and I don't think everybody is necessarily born to be like evil, bad people. And I definitely feel like there's 100%. I know people. Every single person out here knows somebody that from the beginning when you met them, or you knew them when you were kids or whatever, and you just knew. You were like, oh, this dude doesn't have a chance.
Right.
He doesn't have a chance in life. Like, he comes from people who are just, junkies or, thieves or, whatever. Just comes from like a shady background. And he's just around it so much, and he just gets in the system or something along those lines. Just it just gets him in, and you just know from the jump. You're like, I know this dude. He don't have a chance. He never had a chance, man. It's just so sad to see that, and I feel like to deny that would just be wrong because we all know some people like that.
Right.
That's just from the criminal aspect, but I feel like it still goes into the debate.
Some people can be helped.
Some people can.
In that aspect,
some people can be
about
changed.
Criminals in this place, this point in time. But if they don't get help at the right time, it could be too late.
Yeah. And,
system,
you know,
you're in the system, that's it.
It's like, you know, it's crazy to think, you know, it's real bizarre how, you know, some people believe, like I said, that you're just born gay 100% of the time, and it never has anything to do with your environment or just who you are as a person as you grow.
That's just how you
and
feel.
I just feel like that's wrong. I just feel like that can't be right. It's got to be circumstantial. I feel like think about how different everybody is. What might make you sad is not going to bother me, and what makes me mad is not going to bother you. You know, everybody is so different. I feel like it's hard to really determine how you can really put that on like a survey basis, I guess you could call it. Like how many people, you know, did this because
different. Everybody's
different, man. And I feel like way different. You know, it's weird. It's
like some people that even though they don't accept that they're not that way of life, but they accept it because the other person is that way.
Yeah.
To where others hate it. To a sense.
Yeah.
And honestly, basically lashes out to show how much they really despise that person's choice.
Yeah. And it's also really weird to me, like, when you have, like, parents or whatever that find out that their kids are gay or something and literally just cut them off or just, like, treat them completely different. Like, and like I said, it's kind of off, you know, it's a little bit off topic, but it's just one thing that just bothers me so much.
Well,
you know, like, it just bothers me so much. Like, granted, I'm not going to sit here and say that as a heterosexual male, you don't want your son to be gay. You know, you don't want to, typically.
Right.
But for you to judge somebody or to treat somebody... For a person to judge another person on how they feel and, you know, who they might love or whatever is just ridiculous. Like, I just can't get behind that at all. I'm not... Like I said, I'm completely against that. And I feel like, you know, like I said, I wouldn't be pumped about it. I wouldn't, you know, that's not what I want just because of my preference. You know, I'd want my son to, you know, have children and, you know, the whatever, American picket fence dream or whatever you want to call it. But, you know, everybody wants their son to, you know, do well in, you know, life and, you know, get married and have kids, you know, and stuff like that to, you know, keep your name going and, you know, whatever it may be. Excuse me. But it's just weird. It's a real weird subject, and it just really irritates me when parents act weird and act, you know, shady towards their children for making their own decisions.
True. Yep.
It's weird. It bothers me real bad. And I don't know, man, until we start learning to open up and really, you know, it's also, there's a line, there's a balance we need to find in the sense of how much, like, how sensitive can we really be?
Well, it's funny because, like how some parents could be like, oh, I'll do anything for my kid until they find out, well,
they're gay,
I'm gay.
Or, you know, they're
You're
a
what?
Democrat, or,
Then
you know, they're whatever it may be. They want to change their religion or whatever.
You're really going to...
Yeah.
You brought this life into this world.
Yeah.
We, as kid, all right, so me looking as the child of...
Yeah, child perspective.
I didn't ask to be here.
Exactly.
And no, I didn't ask to be what I am, but I am who I am.
Exactly. And you feel like, you know, you would want people to respect it, and especially your parents, you think they would understand more than anybody, you know?
Exactly. Of all people to understand and respect it the most should be your parents.
You would think so, man. But I've definitely seen it before, and people treat people different. And another thing that's kind of strange is, like, I don't know, when is, like, you know, it's a weird line, and people, they keep, like, saying they want to, you know, let their kid be transsexual and stuff like that. You know, I feel like that's, I don't know. Like, I don't know if you should allow a child to make that decision. And I know that kind of contradicts what we said. Like, you know, everybody should have their own decision. But this is a different type of decision. This might be a decision that completely changes your life. And what if that kid was just being a kid thinking one thing, and then as, you know, he or she grows, you know, they might change their mind. You know, whether they're like 25 years old and they've already had hormones and they had the surgery and they had all this stuff and they're 25 and they're like, well, I made a mistake. You know, you can't really reverse that stuff. You know, that's like some very serious things, you know. And I don't know. I feel like there's just a weird spot, you know. How young is too young to really press that on somebody or allow a child to make that decision, you know. What's the age that should be, I don't know. Like I said, it's just where do we draw that line, I guess.
It's basically saying that can go as soon as you want, but yet, you know, you gotta be age 18 or
that's what I'm thinking
have
too.
your parents' consent in order
Yeah,
to get
but still,
piercing.
then
Just
that's
to get
weird,
a piercing,
though.
bro.
Oh, well, you're
That's
talking
what
about a piercing.
no.
You're comparing it to a piercing. Sorry,
Right.
my bad.
Which
I didn't
is
hear you.
so, in my eyes, like honestly, that's figuring out what your gender or what you prefer, I guess. Is
Sexuality
really,
or gender.
Yeah, is really way more important than like getting a piercing.
Yeah, for sure. It's a much different scale, but at the same time, your comparison is right, though. You know, like maybe, I don't know. It's weird, like I said, because I'm not sitting here trying to tell people what they can and cannot do. That's my whole
Right.
thing. I don't want to be the guy that's like, no, you can't do that. But at the same time, I feel like there needs to be some type of system that is put into place to maybe it should be like, okay, you got to be 18 to make this decision.
On your own.
On your own, to really do a surgery and really modify your body into a way you want it to.
Right.
And I'm not disagreeing with people who might
Make it to
have
where your
been
parents
born.
have to sign off.
Well, maybe
if it's
not even
underage.
that. You know, maybe it's just like,
I mean-
you know, maybe it's just like you have to wait. You have to wait till you're 18 regardless, because then it's your own decision. I feel like maybe it should be only up to the excuse me, sorry, to the individual. I feel, dang man, I need to get a drink of water. I was dying.
And yeah,
over here.
technically, until you're in this society, until you're the age of 18, you are
Sorry about
technically considered an adolescent or under the care of your parents until you are of an adult of age of 18.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was getting at is like at 18, you know, you're still not even fully developed. You're still discovering yourself.
Right.
But still, if you're 18, I feel like you can make the decision if you want to or whatever. But my thing is, like I said, I feel like it's just a weird line that I don't know if we should allow people to make that decision at such a young age. I feel like maybe you should have to
Explore
because
by all
here's
means.
the thing. I definitely know that there's people who are born who are supposed to, they're not who they are. You know what I mean? That definitely is a real thing. I can definitely see that, and I can agree with it, and I can acknowledge it. But at the same time, some people that are doing it might just be people who are, you know, they're confused about what they want to do or who they want to be. You know, like I feel like, I don't know, man.
Trying to find a place in
I
life.
don't know, dude. It's weird. You know, it's a weird state that, you know, like I said, everybody changes so much. I don't know if we should allow children to make this decision or even parents to make the decision for children. You know, like,
how are they going to know what they feel?
that's what I'm saying. Everybody changes so much. It's just a very bizarre subject, and it's weird. And like I said, I'm all for people having rights. I want everybody to have rights. I don't want just certain people to have rights. I want everybody to be able to do whatever they want.
Right.
But to an extent, I mean, everybody has rules. You can't just, I mean, it doesn't matter who you are. Nobody should get treated special.
It has to
I feel
be
like.
order.
There shouldn't be, you know, and everybody says, like, you know, you've experienced white privilege and this and this and that. And, like, I probably definitely have. Like, and not even noticed it. That is the truth about, you know, living in America. It's the truth. Like, definitely 100%, you can't deny it. If you're white, more than likely you have experienced white privilege. And I don't even like using that word because I hate those two words together.
I really do.
And I don't feel privileged at all because I've worked for everything I've got. But I definitely know there's been situations where I've been treated differently because I'm white in a good manner, if that makes sense. I feel like that's definitely 100%, dude. That has to, I mean, it's the truth, man. It is. You can't deny it. And people who deny it are just, they're lying to themselves because it is the truth. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that, like, you know, I should feel bad for somebody because they never had it because it's not my fault. You know, it's not like I'm pressing on the subject, you know,
Right.
and I'm not out here trying to exploit nobody. And I'm not trying to out here get, you know, I'm not out here trying to get special treatment for anything at all.
Oh, not only that, like, just on that, I've been down to the down.
Yeah.
I've
been
had
rock
to rise up to where I am now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I haven't always been here.
100%.
I
feel that.
I had to work and press hard. Like,
Yeah.
So, I mean, I understand, like, yeah, we all experience it.
People have experienced it 100%. Like, it's just how it goes. It's how it goes. You can't deny it, and it's a horrible thing, and it's horrific, and I don't agree with it, and it's no excuse for anybody to treat people differently or anything like that. I'm just saying it is a reality that we live in, and you have to accept it.
Yep.
You have to accept that there is definitely people who have been treated better because they were white. It's just the truth, man. And it's so sad because
That's why I treat everybody the same.
I treat
day.
everybody. Here's the thing. I treat you exactly. I treat you accordingly. I treat everybody how they need to be treated. If I feel like you need some love because you've been great to me the whole time, I'm gonna give it straight
love.
back. But if you're not, and I feel like you're deep down you're a snake, or you have done some things to me that weren't solid, or you did something to me that was disingenuous or was disloyal, or you weren't coming from the heart with it. Or whatever it may be, then I really ain't got nothing for you, man. I don't care what color you are. I don't care, who you are. I don't care what you prefer sexually. I don't care what your religion is. I treat you as a human being. That's it. I don't care who you are.
That's what it is.
That's how it should be. You would think that everybody would think
We're
that
human.
way, but you get all these people out here who think they're better, and that's where it gets weird when you start letting people tell other people what they can and can't do. That's where it's like, oh man, like this could go really, really bad. And this person might take this to a new level.
I hate those. I have like that entitlement issue.
It's weird, man. Like I said, we're living in some weird times right now. But on the bright side, on the positivity,
boys.
We got Lion King coming out next month.
Stoked.
In July.
So stoked.
And I already saw Aladdin, and it was great. And it was phenomenal.
I still haven't seen it yet.
So good.
By the way, either it's either gonna be that one or Dark Phoenix. I'll be watching Tuesday.
Yeah, Dark Phoenix looks
I'll have a
real
review
good.
on that one.
It looks real good, bro.
I'm gonna take my girl Tori.
Yeah, you already know, bro. Dark Phoenix looks real good. I actually heard somebody had actually told me that it was whack. So somebody told me, bro. But I didn't believe it. I don't know. I don't know.
Also,
I don't know if I believe
heard
it.
read some things on how Deadpool 2 gave some leaks away on it.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Because of death scenes and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I love X-Men, bro, and it sucks. This is gonna be the last one, for now. Like, the last one with Fox, I guess you could say, because where Disney bought it out, bought out the rights and stuff like that.
They're about to get ready for, they just had Endgame, bro.
Yeah, a lot of stuff's about to go down. The X-Men's about to come out.
Made the mutants.
Yeah. Well, it's like I said, man, I'm really pumped for Lion King to come out. Those who haven't seen Aladdin, it was fire. Loved it.
I'm going to try to see it.
Yeah, I'm pumped, and I can't wait to see The Lion King, man. Like, Disney live action has not disappointed me in the least, bro. All of them were great.
Back in the day, bro.
That's your favorite Disney movie?
Lion King.
Really?
Back in the day. Yeah.
Man.
Straight up.
If I had to choose, I already did my top 3 the other day, a couple episodes ago, I can't remember. But my top 3 was I think it was Fox and the Hound, Aladdin, and, oh man, I think Hercules. Hercules.
Yeah, I can see that one being
Hercules was so good. But here's the thing. I feel like, in my opinion, Hercules and, oh man, honestly, because I'm trying to think of the best songs. And, it's got to definitely be Hercules, and it's got to be... Oh, man, I really don't know. Fox and the Hound had some good songs, but they weren't the best. So I'd probably say...
They didn't really instill music in that one.
Yeah, they did, but it wasn't there was the Best Friend song, and it was good, but it wasn't, as musical as other Disney movies were. Like The Lion King. Lion King was like a musical.
Lion King.
It was legit, The songs were great on The Lion King, too, bro. They were phenomenal.
And honestly,
great songs.
It's one of the best, in my opinion, obviously. If you look at it, you got 3 different creatures learning to cope to live together.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, well, that's the whole thing about The Lion King that's where you can pick it apart is a lion would never be kicking it with a monkey or a warthog
never.
or a meerkat.
Obviously,
that's why The Lion King is nonsense, but at the same time it's still great. It shows it shows teamwork, I guess you could say, and like you said, coping with somebody who's not your flavor, I guess,
right?
Because I eat you, I'm a predator and you're prey, and we're still gonna be kicking it.
But finding what
Circle of life, baby.
Right. Finding equal
Hakuna Matata.
goals.
Lion King 2 was real dope, too. Simba's
It
Pride.
was. It was.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Kovu?
Had his own
Kovu?
cub.
Yeah, he was legit, man. No, you're thinking... Oh, no, Kovu was Scar's kid.
Yeah.
And he had... what was his daughter's name? Oh, my God.
Kira.
Was it Kiara? Kiara? Yeah. Kiara. Yeah, you're right, bro. And then after that, it was the Lion Guard, which was his son, I think. Or maybe it was Kovu's son. I don't know, bro. They went deep with it.
They did.
But Lion King was legit, man. I can't even lie. It was definitely... Oh, that's the one. That's what I'm forgetting, bro. My favorite Disney movie that had songs was The Jungle Book, bro.
Okay.
Jungle Book and Hercules, bro.
Okay.
Those were so
Book, yeah.
good, dude. My favorite part... it's probably everybody's favorite part. But whenever, Bagheera and Baloo, they go look for him in the ruins.
Yes.
And it's not even when he's singing, like, it's the part when Bagheera is standing by the thing and then Baloo busts in and he's, like, wearing, like, a monkey, like a monkey, like, I don't even know, like, he's like a little, like, tutu or something. He has, like, a coconut that looks like a round, like, looks like a monkey's, it looks like a monkey's, like, mouth or something, And he's like, bro, he just busts through. That's, like, one of my favorite parts. And my other favorite part, he's like, he said, now here's your part of the deal, cuz. And he takes his ear and he starts like extending it around and he like makes his ear real big and he gets up to Mowgli and he's like, now you gotta tell me how to make a man's red fire. Well, I don't know how to make fire. He's like and he goes and he's like, oh man, dude, that scene was seriously one of my favorite scenes I've ever seen in a Disney movie. And I wish they would bring back Disney movies that were like musicals, man. I loved them, bro. Hercules music, oh my God.
And no sense,
so
bro.
Good. So good, bro.
Disney movies were dark.
Love it. Oh, dude, they were great.
They were dark.
They were really good,
dark
man.
as fuck. Some of them were dark as
I
shit.
loved it, dude. But me and my guy, we picked our top 5 songs from his birth year.
Tarzan was good too, by the way.
Tarzan was fire, bro. Phil Collins wrote all that, and it was great.
So
top 5 songs from 1985. I'm gonna let my boy Justin go first, and he's gonna go ahead and read these off to you and see what you all think.
Bro, that was like 34 years ago.
Long time, my friend.
Yeah.
Long time. Man, I got a frog in my throat or something.
Shit, I got Don't You Forget About Me.
Don't you
Simple
forget
Minds.
about me.
Yeah.
Don't
Hey,
you.
Really good movie though.
The Breakfast
Stand
Club,
by Me.
baby. And Stand By Me, too. Yeah, I forgot it was on
Really,
that.
that's-
Yeah. Stand By Me was awesome, bro.
The one that really gets me is that one. On that one, like Breakfast Club. That one has its own take
God, I
on me.
loved it, bro.
But
Emilio Estevez. Oh, my Lord. That was my guy. That's my freaking guy. He's so
What about
legit.
Love?
What about Love?
Hearts.
I picked this one as well. I also picked one. Both of my choices, both of the choices he had, I had also picked on my list as well. And Heart came through because those are my girls.
Hey, kicked it hard, girl. Them girls that was up.
Killer, bro.
One More Night.
One More Night by
My
Phil
dude
Collins.
Phil Collins.
You already know, baby. I love Genesis, bro. They're fire.
Bro, he knew what he was doing.
Fire. So good.
You belong to the city, boys.
You belong to the city, son. We just
Yeah.
listened to that thing.
Yes, we did.
And then for the last one, what'd you choose, my friend?
Money for Nothing.
Dire Straits. Bro.
Dire Straits,
What
guys.
was like the most well-known song by Dire Straits? I'm trying to think of like the most iconic song. I literally was trying to think of it earlier, and I can't think of it. I literally cannot think of it. Hold on, let me see. Dire Straits. I'm pretty sure. As soon as I see it, I'm gonna know. Let me see. Was Money for Nothing? I mean, that
Probably
might be
it.
That might be the most popular
Actually, it
song.
is.
Walk of Life. That's a good one. Yeah, bro, that might be the one, actually. I don't know. That
Yeah.
might be it, actually. That might be the one I was thinking of.
Well, maybe Salt is a Swing.
Yeah. I feel like that definitely could be in there.
Those two, maybe.
And for my 5, I picked Don't You Forget About Me by Simple Minds because, it's self-explanatory. That song's great.
Of course.
Take On Me by Aha.
I thought about it. But, my boy had it. I didn't know he'd pick the last one.
That's my jam.
It happens.
And then I got Everybody Wants to Rule the World by Tears for Fears.
I do like them.
phenomenal. And then I got Raspberry Beret by Prince, R.I.P. to the, iconic symbol.
Yes.
And we got What About Love by Heart. So that was my 5. And like I said, R.I.P. to Prince, probably one of my favorite musicians ever to live.
Ever.
I mean, this man came out in the 80s and said, you know what, I'm a homosexual. And he still pulled more tail than we ever thought about pulling. So this man, he don't care, bro. He didn't care, son. He was getting to it, baby. I got to respect that,
Let's go.
And we also rated our top 3 Pixar movies that have came out. And also, today, me and my friend were talking about at work that I had known that Pixar got bought out by Disney, but I didn't know what year it was, and it was actually 2006. So yeah, Pixar has not always been Disney. It wasn't until 2006 they got bought out. So my top 3 were Monsters Inc., Toy Story, and A Bug's Life. Just because,
Bangers.
man, God, those were so great.
Bug's Life is definitely one of my favorite
Oh,
ones.
man, it seriously was one of the best stories, dude. Such a cool story.
And Toy Story.
Toy Story was great, bro.
Like,
great. The first one
storyline
was so
too
good.
is like dope.
The first one was so good, dude. Sid, he's like sick, dude. That kid was sick. Everybody knew a kid like Sid from Toy Story, bro. Everybody knew a kid like that, blowing up little army men and stuff. Like,
I was that kid, bro.
yeah, for real. See, we all knew one. You were one.
Strapped black
Inc.
cat.
Dude, Monsters Inc. was so sick too, man. It was so good. Randall, man, he was crazy, dude. And he was the antagonist of Mike Wazowski. Yeah, man. And Sully. Monsters Inc. was sick, dude. I loved it, man. It was so
Jim
good.
Belushi was right.
Yeah.
Is who played him?
Yeah. I think so. I don't
Randall?
know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think you're right. But yeah, dude, Randall was hilarious. Monsters Inc. was seriously great. Monsters University was good too. I don't know if you saw it.
Not really.
But it was good, man.
Okay.
If you checked
I
it
need to
out,
check it out.
you would like it, bro. It was funny, man. It's like when they first meet and stuff.
I still got a kid in me,
Yeah, you already know, bro. I watch cartoons all the time, man. I'm not ashamed of it
Keep it
in the
real.
least. Let's see here. Celia, I forgot about her. Mike Wazowski's chick. Old James P. Sullivan. Yeah, it was Steve Buscemi. Yeah, you're right, bro. Yep. You said Steve Belushi.
Yeah, but
Yeah, Buscemi.
yeah.
It's all good. Yeah, that's legit, though. I totally forgot that he was the voice of him. There were some great voice actors in A Bug's Life, too, man.
Yes.
Great. Loved it, bro. A Bug's Life was awesome, man. Flick, was that his name? The main guy?
Yes.
Yeah, dude, the ant. And the grasshoppers, they were intense, bro. Super intense.
I'm a cute little butterfly.
And for your 3, what did you choose, my friend? You had some great choices as well. I mean, we picked the best ones. We really did.
Yeah.
Can't get around it.
So, I want to go with Brave.
Oh, God, it was so good. So good, man.
More
I
recently
loved
than
Brave.
the other ones we've discussed, obviously. But
Brave
still
was probably the
really
newest one.
good.
One of them. One of the new. That or the good
Well,
dinosaur.
out of all the ones I'm getting ready to talk about, is probably the newest.
Yeah.
Next one, Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo, you already
Fire.
know. Finding Nemo was iconic, bro. Seriously, a classic. I mean, you had adults that loved Finding Nemo. It was great, bro. The pelican, I loved him. I mean, I loved Gil. You know, he was. You know, when they
Seagulls.
get into the dentist, that was awesome,
Mine?
dude. Yeah, mine.
Mine.
That's hilarious, man. That is funny. And what was the third one you picked, my friend? Because it was one of the best.
And everybody waited for the second one for the longest
Oh,
time. The Incredibles, guys. You
The
already know
Incredibles.
The Incredibles.
Loved it, bro. Dash is probably my favorite. I love Dash.
Yes, Dash is.
I always think about that part. Every time I think about The Incredibles, I think about that part where he gets out of his car and he like squishes the thing and stuff. And that little kid, he's got like the bubble gum on his little big wheel and it just blows up and just poof, pops all over him and stuff.
I
I,
like
love The
Jack
Incredibles, man. Jack is legit too, for sure, bro. But yeah, that wraps up our rating. So this is the next thing I'm going to talk about on here. If you could time travel, if it was available to you, okay, if you were like, you know what, we can time travel, it's a normal thing now, everybody's doing it, it's not a big deal, would you go back or would you go forward?
But if it's not a big deal, the only thing you can do is go forward. You go back, you can change the timeline.
Yeah, but I feel like, okay, well, let me reframe that.
Monitored.
Okay, well, here's the thing. So,
Unless it was monitored, then that'd be different.
Okay, so let's say when I say it's not a big deal, when I say it's not a big deal, what I mean by that is like people are doing it all the time, but there's rules to it, and if you mess them up, you get like killed. You know what I mean? Or like you get trapped in time or something, or they do something crazy to you, like put you in the war room for the Matrix. You can't leave.
I was gonna say there would definitely have to be.
So there's repercussions. Okay, so there's repercussions to that. My bad, I worded that wrong. So if it's monitored and stuff like that, where would you go? Front or back?
That sounds so wrong.
Back to the front, bro. Back to the front too. Back front, bro. Front back. I personally would probably go back, and I would go back real far.
I would want to experience history.
I would want to go back so far.
I would probably be more
to the
involved in history than anything.
To the beginning is where I would want to go. Straight up. I would want to go to the beginning simply because I just want to see what people were like, man. Like, I just want to see how people interacted and, like, spoke to each other. And, like, I want to know more. I want to see it.
How do we become such assholes?
Yeah. How do people just become so horrible, man? That's the thing. Like, and I would want to go forward, too, just to kind of see what happens.
Be kind of scary.
You know, yeah, see how, things are going to go.
History wouldn't be as scary because you somewhat know what to expect.
You kind of already know. Yeah, you kind of know what's going to happen to an extent. So, yeah, it wouldn't be as terrifying as the future would be because you have no idea what's going on with the future.
Because are you actually there or not?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, and it could change. You never know. Like, that's the weird thing about time
if
travel.
You are, what do you look like, and are you half robot? And
that's another thing. Like, man, I mean, we definitely could be stuck in a simulation type thing like The Matrix. I mean, It's definitely plausible, bro.
Well, maybe not. Pill?
Yeah, maybe not to the extent.
Let's do this.
Maybe not to the extent of like, everything that went into the Matrix, but it definitely could, like being plugged in, like to an extent, could be what we're experiencing. Maybe we are living in like a simulation, man. You got to think, whenever there's always been like a royal family / people that are in charge of other people. There always has been. So maybe those people. No matter
how you look at and how we call them.
There's always been people who are
a democracy,
whatever it is, dictator. It don't matter.
Right.
It's happened. So here's the thing: what if those people in the very beginning, and they have since the very beginning, they were the ones who were supposed to control us / make us obey or whatever it was. So here's the thing: maybe they had got so advanced in front of us, and they kept people at this such slow progression type of evolutionary enlightenment. They kept it so suppressed that they got it to where it's just on the cycle like the Matrix. You know what I mean? It's on the cycle of like you think it's a certain time, but it's not that time. It's a time wherever they are in a different type of thing, and it is like the pods that are set up. And the pods that are set up to everybody for, pretty much to be in, to just play the game, pretty much. And then once your blood is out or whatever, and you're used to experience, you're experiencing what it is, that's all they needed. They just need to survey what your life was. And then once that's recorded, you just go into a database.
It's possible.
I mean, it definitely, it makes as much sense as anything else, I feel like.
You tell me how we come up with this crazy ideas. We make these insane, I want to say insane, and I'm like, don't take it out of whack, but anyways.
Yeah.
Spaceships, we go into space. How do we think about things like that? These pyramids, we built them. How do we not, how do we
That's strange.
automatically think, hey, this is what we think what an alien looks like.
Yeah.
If they wasn't actually real and just put them subconsciously in our brain, we're finally unlocking it.
Something, man. I don't know, but yeah. So this is how we got. It is thought that at construction, the Great Pyramid was originally 280 Egyptian royal cubits tall, 146.5 meters, 480.6 feet. But with erosion and absence of its, I don't even know how to say that, pyramidion? I don't know. Its present height is 138.8 meters. Each base was 440 cubits, 230.4 meters, 755.9 feet long.
So it's basically smaller than what it used to be.
Yeah, definitely.
Obviously.
Yeah, with erosion and stuff like that. I mean, that's just crazy, dude. And look at this.
For man to do it, we would
Yeah,
have to
for
have
people to do that, man, that's a
logs.
little.
They would
That's a
have to do
little.
logs
I don't know, bro. It's a little.
and
out
roll
there.
logs on big bricks on logs.
Yeah, you got
Makes
how
sense.
big?
How is that going to happen?
How big
Pulley
is
system?
one block of the pyramid? More than. Oh my God! Look at that. 2,300,000 limestone and granite blocks were pushed, pulled, and dragged into place on the Great Pyramid. The average weight of a block is about 2.3 metric tons. 2.5 tons. That's one block. How do you get that?
Right.
How do you get that on
not,
there,
with
bro?
no
Look
technology?
At those, look at those, dude. Like,
With
this is
nothing, bro.
crazy.
No cranes.
Nothing. Men.
Wood.
Granted, they do talk
And
about
men.
how they lost millions and millions and millions of slaves and stuff like that. But how do you do that, man? Like, it's just crazy. I don't understand it, man. It
Still
makes
don't
no
make up
sense
for
to
how
me.
they carried it up that shit.
Yeah, it makes no sense to me, bro. But
So
you know,
I mean, that's
it
what I'm
is
saying.
it is.
They put it, like you said, programmed.
Yeah, I mean, it could be, man. Like, maybe it was, something, whatever, dude. I mean, like I said, it could be, the people that were meant to control us from the beginning. Not control, but just kind of, like, tell us what to do, I guess. I mean, that's controlling. Whatever. However you want to say it, or however you want to look at it. Maybe it was some type of controlling, and then that person was put in charge of doing it and
Maybe
really
they got
changing
bored.
it. Maybe they got bored, and they were like, I'm going to put all these
Just-
people in a simulation.
I'm just going to for first, the whole Adam and Eve.
And-
I'm
Yeah.
gonna start this way, and then they
Yeah.
got bored with it. You know what? I'm just gonna let them do what they want.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but like, how you got the
Programming here and
agents
here.
that are like the viruses in the Matrix. Maybe that is like, when you see people like having, like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it's like a glitch in life. Maybe like a glitch in life is like the agents. You know what I mean? Like, so what I mean by that is when you have a glitch in life, like you can definitely, you just feel like there's something that is against you.
Deja vu.
I don't know about deja vu. That could definitely be a part of it. That could be a part of the Matrix as well.
Yeah.
But I think the agents are like I said, you ever feel like some days everything is just like not working in your favor? Maybe it could be something like subtle as that, as subtle as that, like something working against you to try to push your buttons and stop you from something. But it's not like in a tangible form like the agents are on
Right.
Matrix. It's more just universe energy that's kind of put in place.
Like the slightest minute being late for work type.
Something, little stuff like that. You
Yeah.
lost your keys, whatever,
Yeah, it
just
sets you
dumb
behind.
stuff. Yeah, like it puts you, like you said,
And
behind
then in a
or-
mood.
Yeah,
And then you're stuck in that mood.
maybe that mood can be recorded. Like I said, maybe it's just all a simulation that is just being studied. Maybe we're just a test subject being studied. And like I said, you never know, man. Could be. Everything is real weird. With all the things that are being brought out now, and people are starting to wake up and, really think differently these days,
bro,
man.
we
It's pretty
finally-
weird.
We finally actually looked at a black hole.
Black hole's pretty crazy, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Pretty crazy.
We discovered another galaxy.
Yeah. But before we wrap this up, once again, everybody, appreciate you guys tuning in. We love all the support. Make sure to go to www.togetherftr.com, all one word. Make sure to go on Facebook and give us a like at Together FTR. Or no, actually, my bad. I take that back. On Facebook, we are For the Record Podcast. My bad.
Yeah.
And then you go on Twitter and Instagram and YouTube. We're Together FTR. But you could probably type that in, and we still pop up on Facebook. So just or one of our Facebooks will pop up, so you can find it. So yeah, definitely go subscribe to all that. Follow everything. Please give us a like. Drop a share if you can. Drop some comments if you can. Definitely go check out all the merch we just released. The website is up and running, guys. We got episodes on there. We got music. We got the knowledge tab. We got everything for you. So, yeah, this has been a great episode. Episode 23
Coming
For
at
the
you.
Record. We got the next guest is going to be a special guest.
Do it.
It's a new face we got. I'm not even going to announce the name. I'm just going to throw a little clip out after the episode's done and let you guys see what we're working with. I'm bringing one of my homies in, so it's going to be legit.
Y'all love it.
I can't wait, baby. So, like I said, Together FTR. Check us out, togetherftr.com. And for all the people that want to become sponsors and get on our page, get promoted by us, hit us up on togetherftr@gmail.com or therealnugzb@gmail.com. Thank you guys so much. Bless up and have a great night.
Good night, guys.